Hello everybody, welcome to the I Am IT YouTube channel. My name is Shabazz Dan. As ever, I am the IT Geek. Welcome back to this SC-100 Microsoft Cybersecurity Architects Exam topic series. We are coming towards, this is the last part of topic 10. It's been a 4-part topic, and again there's 15 topics altogether in the series. We're about 30 videos at the moment, so you're doing quite well if you're still with me. So hopefully this is helping you prepare for your SC-100 exam. So without further ado, let's get started with this episode. So as I mentioned, this is the SC-100 exam. This is topic 10 part 4 with Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect is the overarching topic. So topic 10 is designing solutions for securing applications. Today we're going to talk about designing a solution for secure access to applications, securing containerized applications, and then we're going to go into a demo, look at the web application firewall. Let's talk about designing a solution for secure access to applications first of all. So Azure Web Application Firewall, this is like a centralized, basically it's like a firewall for an app, basically, to help protect your applications. It's a centralized protection for your web apps, and it's going to prevent common exploits and vulnerabilities. You can deploy it within Azure App Gateway, Azure Front Door, or the CDN Azure Content Delivery Network as well. So it integrates with all those sort of Azure services. The WAF on Application Gateway is based on that core rule set, or CRS, from that sort of Open Web Application Security project. You can have multiple policies. These can be associated with either the App Gateway or individual listeners, or sort of the path-based routes. Also, it operates as an application delivery controller as well, ADC. And finally, it offers TLS termination, cookie-based session affinity, round-robin load distribution, and content-based routing, as well as the ability to host multiple websites and security enhancements as well. So WAF on Front Door is a global and centralized solution, and it's deployed on Azure Network Edge locations around the globe. The WAF-enabled web applications inspect every incoming request delivered by Azure Front Door at the sort of network edge. WAF prevents malicious attacks close to the sort of attack sources before they enter your virtual network. And you get global protection at scale without sort of sacrificing performance. The WAF policy easily links to any front door profile in your subscription. The new rules can be deployed within minutes, so you can sort of respond quickly to any sort of changing threat patterns as well. Again, just some of the sort of default rule set. Includes rules against cross-site scripting, Java attacks, PHP injections, remote file inclusion, session fixation, SQL injection protection as well. There are two modes, as we mentioned, as probably not mentioned, but there are two modes to it, which is detection and prevention. From the policy and rules perspective, there are custom rules that are offered by the consumer. Or there's managed rule sets that are a collection of Azure managed pre-configured set rules as well. When both are present, custom rules are processed before dealing with the rules in the sort of managed rule set. And the rule is made up of a match of condition, priority, and an action. Action types supported are allow, block, log, and redirect. And you can create a fully sort of customized policy that meets your specific application protection requirements by combining managed and custom rules as well. There's two WAF modes, as I mentioned. There's detection mode. So this is when you're running detection mode, WAF doesn't take any sort of action other than monitoring and log the request, and it's sort of matched WAF rule to the WAF logs. You can turn on logging diagnostics for Azure Front Door as well. Prevention mode is where WAF takes a specified action if a request matches a rule. So if a match is found, no further action. If a match is found, no further rules with that low priority evaluated. Any match requests are also logged in the sort of WAF logs as well. The WAF actions, as we mentioned, are allow, block, log, redirect, and an anomaly score. And from a Azure managed rule sets provide an easy way to sort of deploy protection against common sort of set security threats. And we mentioned some of those on the right hand side there, that some of the threats you can protect against. Okay, let's talk about securing containerized applications now. So Azure Container Applications lifecycle revolves around revisions. So when you deploy a container, the first revision is automatically created. More revisions are created as container changes or any adjustments are made to the template section of the configuration. The container app flows through 4 phases: deployment, update, deactivation, and shutdown. And we'll look at some of those phases now. So first of all, we have that deployment. So as the container app is deployed, the first revision is sort of automatically created. And we can see that in the diagram. Then I've updated, so as the container app is updated with a revision scope change, a new version is created, as we can see. And you can choose whether to automatically deactivate all revisions or allow them to remain available. The zero downtime deployment as well, so in a single revision mode, container app automatically ensures your app doesn't experience downtime when creating a new revision. The existing active revision isn't deactivated until the new revision is ready. If ingress is enabled, then the existing revision continues to receive 100% of the traffic until the new revision is ready. And in multiple revision mode, you control when revisions are activated or deactivated and which receive ingress traffic. If a traffic spilling rule is configured with sort of the latest revision set to true, the traffic doesn't switch to the latest version revision until it's ready. So let's talk about the first phase, which is deployment. So as a container app is deployed, the first revision is automatically created. Then move on to update. So as a container app is updated with a revision scope change or a new revision is created, and you can choose whether to automatically deactivate old revisions or allow them to remain available. In single revision mode, container apps automatically ensure your app doesn't experience any downtime when creating a new revision. The existing active revision isn't deactivated until the new revision is ready. If ingress is enabled, then the existing revision continues to receive 100% of the traffic until the new revision is ready. In multiple revision mode, you control when revisions are activated or deactivated and which receive ingress traffic. If a splitting rule is configured with the latest revision set to true, then traffic doesn't switch to the latest revision until it's ready. Then I have the deactivate mode. So when a revision is no longer needed, you can deactivate it with the option to reactivate later. During deactivation, containers in the revision are then shut down. And the containers are shut down in different situations, including if as a container app scales in, as a container app is being deleted, or as a revision is being deactivated as well. So that brings us to the end of this topic and this part and this topic. So what we're going to do is jump into the demo portal, have a look at the web application firewall policy. So please join me in the demo. Welcome back. Here we are on the Azure portal. We've gone to web application firewall policies. I just want to go through creating one, show you some of the settings that we need. So again, what's the policy for? Is it a front door? Is it a regional one? So let's just stick with front door. Do we want, so this is going to create the front door for us as well. Do we want premium tier? Do we want classic or standard? Again, what's the subscription? What's the resource group? We'll put it in the no, we've got an SC-100 one. Thought we did, but we don't. So we'll just put it in IT Geek RG. We'll put it in resource group 01. Give it a policy name, IT Geek WAF P01. Oh, can't have a hyphen, must be all. There we go. It's going to be in UK South because that's where the resource group is. Again, if you look at policy state, can be either enabled or disabled. If disabled, the WAF policy will not be applied to any websites. So it depends, you can tick that one, tick it, I'll leave it as default. Now, do we want prevention or detection mode? Detection mode again just logs it. We'll leave it as detection mode for now. Look at manage rules. So again, here's where we can, if there's a default rule set or additional rule set, we can then enable rules as we need. We don't have any. We can download a template as well if we need. But for the purpose of a demo, I'm just going to go next policy settings on here. And we can enable request body inspection. We can put a redirect URL in. We can put a block response status code in and block response body as well. Go to custom rules here. We can add a custom rules. This is to configure a policy of custom authored rules. So we had the manage rules. These are custom authored. So we're going to give it a name. Give it a status, give it a rule type, give it a priority, and then you can do the actual conditions. You know, is it geolocation, is it IP address, is it size or string? You know, what's the match variable? Is in operation, is it or is it not? Finally, there's the sort of selected countries as well. And finally, association. So then you can associate with your front door profile if you have one. We don't. And finally, you can do the tags. So that's how you can sort of create your WAF policy and assign it, link it to your Azure front door if you have one. You click on create there. So yeah, just want to quickly show you how you can create a WAF policy and assign it to either your front door or your application gateway. So again, thank you for joining me in this topic. Hope you've learned a lot. Hope you're kind of following on with the demos and trying all these sort of services and creating them yourself. They will come in handy in the exam only because you need to understand these services in quite a bit of detail to be able to answer some of the questions. So although again it's a designing kind of an architecture exam, so there shouldn't be any sort of labs I'm aware of. But again, knowing how to create and how to configure WAFs and how to do all these things are going to come in handy for the exam. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get 20k by the end of the year. It's August now, so I've got 4 months left to kind of get like 7k. So hopefully, all being well, I get your support. Please do use the useful links in my description. There's a measure up to a practice exam which you can purchase. It's a discount link. Also the Microsoft Learn content, which is really good, on the GitHub repository where it's got some of the case studies which I recommend you do as well. So thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.